I'm TV people! It's first thing in the morning, folks, so I've got to be a little bit quiet because I don't want to wake up all the neighbours. Because around here, we've got lots of neighbours. So this is the garage. So this was formerly a garage to a bungalow conversion. And we're a good 50 to 70% of the way through, folks. Again, I'm keeping my voice down because I don't want to wake the neighbours. It must be about 6:30, 7 o'clock in the morning. So shh. So from the outside, folks, you can see we've put the bifold windows in. We've got some little church windows that we like to call them, that are in there and there to let some more light in. This does make a huge effect inside. Lets lots and lots of light in. What have I got to show you? Anything out here? So we haven't got a great deal to show, I don't think. We've got windows in there, so that was previously a door. You can probably just about tell from the brickwork there. We've put the fence line in to separate the boundary from between next door and this one. So we've got over a metre there. There's a walkway. We will have to build some steps here. So obviously when you come out the bifolds, I've got a huge drop. Little bit of a tip. So if you are coming to do this, if you've got a cavity, so a cavity is when you've got two sets of bricks with a gap between it. So if you've got the outside brick here, which is these behind me, and then on the inside you've got some block, and you've got a gap in between, which is what we call a cavity. We've actually had a steel made for these bifolds, so you can probably see here that the cement's a little bit of a different colour. When you're doing these sorts of things, you need to put what's called, when you put the steel, you need to put a cavity tray. So if you don't know what a cavity tray is, I'll put a little bit of a thing up at it now, so shooting! So that's a cavity tray, and then on top of the cavity tray, you need to put what's called weepers. And I'm going to lift this up now and hopefully you can see. So it's a little bit of plastic, so you've got to bear in mind I'm down here and I'm going to go all the way up there, so I'm not going to see it properly. But you're looking for a little plastic chute that water's going to come out of. So hopefully, there we go, hopefully you can see that. So what that does, so I'll put you one of these up now so this is what it looks like, so shooting! So that goes inside the brickwork there, so that if any water comes down the cavity, if there's ever a leak on the roof or anything, water comes down the cavity tray's job is to go over the top of the steel to stop the steel from rusting. And then if water does get over, rather than water sitting there, the water then goes through that weeper so that water can come out, so it stops any water sitting on the steel so it doesn't rust. Because obviously steel is a structural part of the steel is a structural part of, I forgot my words, folks. Steel is a structural part and obviously it's holding up the brickwork.